going to be live. Okay. So we are on 12 or 11 person here. I'm going to divide us into 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So no one here new here, so let's divide us into 3 rooms with 4 people and one has 3. Just a moment, guys. So we are on 12 or 11. Let me see. Okay. So see you guys in 10 minutes before we finish, okay? Hope you have, oh, sorry, I forgot to send a question. It's here. The moment. Okay, now we're done. Okay, guys, see you. So hello, guys. Only the girls here.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Fine too, thanks. So I presented myself, and I would like to ask you guys to present yourself. I think we can start by Fabiola. Can you present yourself, please?
Of course. My name is Fabiola. I am 24 years old. I live in Tocantinópolis, a small city in the north of Tocantins. I am graduated in animal science and I work as shipping supervisor. I live with my dog. His name is Luke, and I think is it. How about you, girls?
Nice to meet you, Fabiola. I think we are neighbors because Goiânia is not that close of Tocantins, but the state is.
The states.
Yes.
In what city of Goiás do you live?
I live in Goiânia, yes, but I work at Aparecida de Goiânia. It's very, very near.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Fabiola. Raniele, can you please present yourself?
Yes, I can. Hello, everyone. I'm Raniele. I live in Beraba, in the United States. I have a degree in business administration, and I currently work in a university in my city. And I'm here in Tinti to improve my English skill conversation.
Great. Thank you, Raniele. Nice to meet you. Graciela, can you please present yourself? Graciela, do you hear us? I don't think she's listening. We cannot hear you. I don't know if you are there.
Graciela is mute.
Oh. I can try to click on the mute link. You are in your cell phone. I don't think we can we are going to be able to hear you. But as soon as you come back, oh,
Hello.
I
Hello.
think
Excuse me. I am Graciela. I am living in São Paulo. I am a military engineering, material engineering, and I live with my husband and my dog. His name is Ozzy.
great. Nice to meet you, Graciela.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. So girls, today, as I told you before, we're going to talk about self-development. And I have some questions here. I would like to tell you to feel free to interrupt, to add something. It's like a real conversation, so don't be shy. And I'm going to start asking the first question, and then we are going to answer and do the conversation, okay? So the first one is, how do you organize your routine? Could you describe more or less what it's like? And I would like to ask to Ranieri to answer that.
Yeah, I think it is my routine. It's important to me, and I to put some energy to I don't know, but to do my routine in the wiki, so more easy to see and to take action about the things that I have to do. And I when I start to write down my routine, I have some schedule to follow, the things that I have to do in my day, as my job, as my schedule of study. I have some preference to do have the things that I have must to do in the day. I have some priority, the things that I have to do. Um, yes, I think that I think that in some important thing that I have to do in my day, to first, and the end of the day, I do the things that's more easy to do that I complete in last time. I think that I tried to answer the question. And how
Yes,
about you,
you answered correctly.
Fabiola?
Ranieri, before we continue, I would like to ask to sing Garcia. Is that your name? Can you hear us? We cannot hear you. I think you are on mute. Sam Garcia, are you listening? Hello? I don't think he's listening.
He's mute.
Sorry, girls. Just to make sure he participated. You on mute. I think maybe he's doing another thing. So if we can hear him after, we can continue. But sorry, Ranieri, you asked Fabiola to continue, right?
No problem. Thank you. Yes, the Fabiola, go ahead if you can answer the question.
Oh, I think I am not the most organized person, I think, but I try to follow a schedule. For example, I have some activities in my day that I need to do. For example, on Tuesdays, I try to wash my dog, I think is it. And and some days I have specific activities that I think to do is like my priorities, but I don't have a lot of organization, you know. I will doing the things like I need to do them, you know. So if I need study, I try to study, for example. But sometimes I am lost with my my priorities, so I need to sit and to write in a book, or how can I say, caderno?
Yeah, it's book. Is that right?
Yes, in a book, some things for do. So I think is it. How about you, Graciela?
Hello. I just moved to São Paulo recently, and in the weekend I get up at 6 o'clock, and I go to my job of the bus. I have to the lunch at 12 o'clock, and I am engineering, and 5 o'clock I return to my house. I stay my family. In the weekend, I walk into my dog, and I run in the park. It's okay.
Thank you, Graciela, for sharing. Saint Garcia, are you listening to us? We cannot hear you. I don't think we can talk with you. Okay, I'm going to answer that because I think he's not, we cannot hear Saint Garcia. So my routine is basically, as Fabiola, I think I am not a very organized person, but yesterday I bought an agenda to do that. But basically my day is like I go to my work. I work in a factory, in an industry, and I spend most time of my day there. Then I come back, as I live alone here at Goiânia. I have to clean up the house and cook to myself. And every day I go to the gym here in the building that I'm living. And then I come back, I take a shower, and I stay at my phone on the social media, and then I sleep. That's my daily routine. But I'm trying to be more organized because I saw that I had too much to do during the day, and I was not managing to do all the stuff that I need to. So I had to buy that's why I bought an agenda, and I think that's it. The second question, guys. Fabiola, can you please read and answer that for us and choose after that someone to answer?
Of course. Do you consider yourself an organized person? How I said in the last question, I am not a lot of organized person, but I am trying. I am trying to be better this year, but I have a lot of things for to improve about this. How about you, Hanieli?
Yes, me too. I try to be a person, more organized person. But sometimes I feel like that I'm a organized person because I think that when I organize my things in my day, it's much better for me. And how about you, Graciela?
I am very organized. I like to write everything, and I note in my cell phone too. It's
And you always see in your cell phone what you have to do, or do you have like an agenda, like you have to write down also?
in my cell phone because it's more fast, but in urgent too.
Yes, I need to write down something. Like when I put everything on my cell phone, I always end up forgetting that. That's why I asked. I need to create this habit too.
Can I read the next?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Um,
It's yours.
How to avoid procrastination? I think this is a hard question because I am a person who procrastinate a lot, especially with exercise. You know, I like sometimes practice some exercise, some sports. For example, volleyball I like, but I need to a motivation to practice, you know. So I have a lot of difficulty because this, for example, when I decide tomorrow morning I will practice some exercise, but when next day arrives, I only, how can I say, take off my you alarm me and I come back to sleep again. So I think for you avoid procrastination, you can't think a lot of about you need to do, you know. You only go and do
And
it, you know. And
Sure.
you have to do a list for your priorities activities for you practice, you know. I think this is the best way. How about you, Graciela? You are mute, Graciela.
I cannot hear you again. Graciela, are you listening? I don't think she's listening, but you are on mute. So Ranieri, can you please answer that after we go to Graciela again?
Yes. I don't have some techniques to avoid procrastination, but I always try to keep in mind that if I do my task, I feel better to have done that. That's feel for me a good action. And I think that you have some goals. It's a good idea to avoid procrastination and some schedule. I think that's a good idea to avoid procrastination. I believe that some action that you take in your day. I think that it's good for avoid some procrastination. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, totally agree with you, girls. Graciela, are you listening? I don't think so. So I'm going to answer. I think I don't have the key to avoid procrastination. If you find something, please tell me because as Fabiola, I procrastinate a lot. And I think I'm doing less as the years go by, but at the same time, I end up forgetting what I have to do sometimes because it's a lot. It's a lot of things to do during the day, so I have to write down to make sure I remember everything. But it's very very complicated. But I don't think I think as Fabiola said, you don't have like something special to do to avoid that. You just have to like think what you have to do and just do it without thinking too much. Otherwise, you're going to forget, and then you're going to not do that in the period that you need to. So I think that's it.
I think if you think a lot about this activity that you want to avoid, you will find some how can I say, you will find I don't know how can I say, but you will avoid this, so you can't think a lot about this.
Yes.
For example, for me, I try to exercise, but when I think about this, I am so tired. I need to clean my house. I need to take a shower.
Yes, you start doing some excuses like,
yes,
I have to do that. I have to do this.
Yes, about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I completely feel you. That's why I just changed it myself with the gym clothes. After the TNT, I'm going to go to the gym because otherwise I'm going to think about it and I will say like, oh, it's too late to go to the gym. I'm not going. So that's why I just changed it myself and I have to go without thinking that much.
For example, I was trying to back for TNT meetings because I did some meetings last year and I stopped it in the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I needed to back, but I was avoiding. Every day I had some, how can I say, justificativas.
Excuses. Mm-hmm.
Yes, for don't do this, but you know what? Now I am here, so I am trying.
Yes, that's why it's one of the reasons that I turned out to be a host here on TNT because I said to myself I have to go at least once a week to TNT to practice my English, and being a host is like a commitment that I have to do. So
Yes.
If I like it or not, if I'm tired or not, I have to be here. So that's
yes, I have this goal too. I intend to be a host for this same situation,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I will need to be here.
Yes, I feel you completely. Graciela, are you? I think you are listening and.
Yes, I listen.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Can you answer the question?
Yes.
The third, I think, how to avoid procrastination. Did you understand the question? I answered that on the chat for you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I am not. I am very. It's anxious. I don't know. I am so opposite. I always arrive early to everything.
Mm-hmm.
I am very organized. That's it.
Yes, great. I think there's few people that are like you. because most of the people that I know, they arrive late. I usually arrive 10 minutes before the things, my commitments, but it's not always, but I try.
Yes.
Hanieli, can you please answer read and answer the fourth question?
Yes, let me see. The question number 4. Do you use any apps or other ways to get organized? Which ones? For me, I don't use the apps, but there is some good apps that I want to try someday. But nowadays, I don't use some apps to be more organized, to get organized person. But I used to my schedule and some planners to be more organized person. Yes, that's true. That I use my daily routine. And how about you, Fabiola?
I use Google Keep, for to-do lists.
Mm-hmm.
For when I need to go to the supermarket, for example. So I do some lists, and I use when I go to my mother house too. So I write in this is what I need to do, or what I need to bring.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only this, and I use Google Agenda sometimes to do some compromises. I think is it, for example, like some birthday or holiday, but it's only this. In the most part of the time, I try to do lists in the book, I prefer to write myself in the paper than to use the apps, but it's only this. How about you, Graciela?
Yes, I use most of the apps. I use App Notes in my cell phone. I use to Gmail calendar. I make lists. I use a page finance app. Most apps in my cell phone.
Which apps with the financial ones? I don't know any financial.
Oh, is
You know the name?
Rico.
Okay. Oh yes, I have Hiko also, but I know I didn't know it was
Yes.
like an organizer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name.
Okay, no problem. But it's good to know that Hiko has this tool also.
Yes.
Mobilis.
It's Mobilis.
Mobilis.
Yes, it's I don't know so. Ele sincroniza com o banco.
Oh, okay, got it. Thank you for sending. And I don't use any apps, but I know some to organize things. That is Trello, I think, and it's a very good way to put what you have to do, what you did in your day. But I never use it. I only saw that, and I thought it was awesome, but I never use it because I need to write down in the agenda. And I think that's it. I only know Trello. And I know some from Google and stuff like that, but I don't use it. Let me see the 5 question. Graciela, can you please read and answer? We are not listening to you. You are on mute.
I don't see the question.
You don't? It's the 5. Let me send you again. Can you see now?
Oh, yes. It's 5?
Yes, the 5.
Yes. Do you spend a lot of time using your cell phone and social media? If so, how to find a balance? Oh, and now I don't use for a long time because in my job it's not não é permitido. But in my house I use a long time in social media, everything. Yes.
And
Yeah,
how
I don't balance.
Yeah, I would ask you that. How do you find a balance when you are in your house to not be in the social media too much?
Yes.
You like stay there forever using it? Graciela?
I don't understand.
No, I would ask you how can you find a balance to not be in your social media too much when you come back from work? Like you stay the whole period until you sleep on your cell phone?
Until sleep,
Like you use that too much in your house?
yes, much. I don't know how to say, but I don't limit.
Got it. Thank you, Graciela. Can you please choose another one?
Yes, it's Fabiola.
Okay. Yes, I spend a lot of time using my cell phone, especially because I use it like I need to use it in my work, in my job. So it's a lot of tiring, I think. And when I arrive home, sometimes I spend a lot of time using the social medias like YouTube or Instagram, for example. And I hate this, but I try to do my house activities, and I try to do some hobbies, for example, play puzzle or play with my dog, read a book, but it's a lot of hard for me. Sometimes I think that I don't know how can I say, but esgotada is the word. And
Is what? Sorry, I didn't understand.
sometimes I don't know how can I say, but I want to say esgotada.
Oh, okay.
Because
I think it's overwhelmed.
yes, with the use of my cell phone. So I try to do things that I like to do, hobbies. it's hard to find a balance, but I think I need to stop my use when I am with my brain tired. You know, it is about you, Hanieli.
Yes, I've been spending so much time in my cell phone. In my work, I work with WhatsApp to talk with course coordinating the OPSI, the postgraduate in my university. And at night um I spend time in social media too, and my study is in platform too. So I've been so many so spend I've been spending so much time in the my cell phone, yes, too. And how about you, Isabella?
As you, Hanieli, I have to work with my cell phone. I'm always using WhatsApp and stuff like that. And as I am living here alone at Goiânia, and my parents and my brother, they all live in São Paulo, and all my family and all my friends, I stay too much in my cell phone to talk with them some periods of my day. So I just received it today because I have iPhone, and I just received the message that I am 26% more than using more cell phone than last week. It's 7 hours and something like that. And if I get to notice that, it's a lot of time, 7 hours a day that I use my cell phone. So I was a little bit worried with that, but I stay too much on my cell phone. I want to stop that a little bit because I have stuff to do. And I am a big fan of Instagram. I love photos, so I stay a lot of time on Instagram, and I have to stop that. I know that we can put a limit on the phone with the apps that you use, but I always click on the button to cancel that and to be on the Instagram or WhatsApp, whatever I want. So I have to stop that because 7 hours is too much. Guys, let me see the other question. Hanieli, can you please answer number 6? How do you say no to important things or people when you are overwhelmed?
I think it's so hard to me because I don't know to say correctly no for the people when I'm overwhelmed. Because I try to do all the things that I have to do, but I try to say no for the people and see what I can do, the things I'm able to do. And I think it's for me. I think it's hard to say no for the people, but I try to say no. I'm in progress. And how about you, Fabio?
When I am overwhelmed, I don't have a lot of difficult for to say no. When I am tired, I think for me is more important to say no than to do something that I don't want to do, you know. So it's not too hard for me. I need to say no sometimes because if I don't do it, I don't know what I can to do,
Yes, totally. How about you, Graciela?
Oh,
How can you say no to other people when you have a lot of things to do?
for me, it's very difficult say no because I am controlling. For example, I work all the weekend, and when they ask me out, I go.
Mhm.
If it's to eat out, I never say no.
Yes. I can feel you. I don't usually, as Aniele, I don't like to say no to people. I feel sometimes that I am disappointing them. But when I have a lot of stuff to do, I just say what I have to do, and I ask sorry. I say like sorry, I cannot help you with that now, but can I do something later or stuff like that? But I'm not a no person. Sometimes every time that people ask me to go out or to do something, I always try to find a balance or to do things faster that I need to do to go. But it's complicated, especially at the work, because in the work we do a lot of things at the same time. So it's difficult to say no sometimes. Guys, I think we have time for one more question. Let me see. I think I'm going to ask you guys the last one. How do you feel and what do you do when you cannot do something that you planned? Like, how do you feel about that? Do you think it's complicated for you to not complete your tasks? Fabiola, can you please answer?
I don't have a lot of difficulty with this because I try to do what I can to do, you know? So if have something that I don't complete, but I know why I didn't do it, so I am okay with myself and I will try to do this in the next day. How about you, Hanieli?
I feel a little bit frustrated, even though some upset, then when I don't have to do and something that I planned. Um, I feel a bit sad for that, but I try to keep in my mind that I have to time other time to do and to try again, and it's more comfort for me to know about that. But in the beginning, I feel a little bit frustrated that my plans don't work, and but I try to do in another time. And how about you, Graciela?
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
No problem. When you have something to do and you cannot do that for some reason, how do you feel? Do you feel sad, angry? It is easier to understand.
So I feel it's okay. I don't nervous. I try again.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay for me.
Okay. As Ranieli, I feel sometimes a little bit sad because I planned to do something and I could not do that. But I try to encaixar in another time to do this stuff. So I think that's it. I feel first of all I feel sad, but then I say okay, we have a lot of things to do, no problem. Let's move on. And I think that's it, guys. Before I bring people back, Saint Garcia, I would like to do you understand me or not?
Yes, I
Yes?
send it. Yes.
Oh, you should tell me before you could talk with us. It's your
I
first
mean,
time here?
I mean new.
Oh, no problem. Do you speak in English or so?
So.
But you can understand us?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And eu não sei falar, foi
Depends.
prazer conhecer vocês. And
Nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
Yes. I will explain for you how TNT works, okay? And then I will bring
Yeah.
all those people back because we have a huge group to talk. And as you are here for the first time, my name is Isabella. I am 26 years old. I am a production engineering. I am a host here on TNT, so it's a volunteer work that we do. I am not a teacher. We are just here, the volunteers, the hosts, they are here just to guide the conversation. And we find a subject and the questions that I send you to the chat to guide and to manage the people in the room. TNT is a platform, a free platform to talk in English. And we have a lot of days and times to talk. Each day and each time is a specific subject, and we have those questions, and we talk about those questions for 1 hour, more or less. And I think that's it. We are live on YouTube. Also, if you want to watch more people and more time, another subject also. And I think that's it. So you are welcome to be here with us whenever you want. And I think that's it. So feel free to come more time, okay?
Ok.
Thank you for
Okay.
joining us.
Thanks, Isabella.
I'm going to bring people back here. I think we are almost running out of time. Let me see if everyone is coming back.
Agora.
Isabella, is my first time with you, and I want to know how much time
5 minutes.
are you doing this? You are host here.
Host
Are you
since
here?
October.
Okay.
Yes, but I discovered TNT in 2021. I think it was on March or January, something like that. And then the first time that I came here, I said to myself, oh my God, I need to be a host because I love TNT.
Me too. I am trying.
Yes,
And I will achieve my goal, I know.
Yes, I think you can talk with Philip. He is the CEO of TNT. He created everything.
Yes.
But it's great. I love TNT with all my heart.
Okay, I will talk with him.
Okay. Hello, guys. How was the conversation? Epaminondas, how was it?
Oh, as usual, it was great. As like you, I really like this place. I really like to be here in TNT and talk to these amazing people. So it was amazing. It was great.
Great to know that. Thank you, Epaminondas. Who was the leader of your room? Did you
Me.
choose someone or
Me.
not? Sorry?
Me?
Who was the
I was a
leader?
leader.
Oh, great. Congratulations. Lucas,
Hey,
I'm
Isabella,
happy to see you here again. Hi, Luis.
Hey, Isabella,
You were
before
saying?
asking, I have a question. Do you know if head hour is still running at TNT? Or it's
Sorry, I
over?
didn't hear you. Can you speak a little bit louder?
Yes, of course, I can do that. I was asking you if you know if the head hour at TNT is still running or is it over?
I don't think so. I'm going to ask Philip, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. On Fridays, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't think so. But I'm going to ask him. Lucas, I'm happy to see you again here. How was the conversation for you?
Hey, Isabella. It's nice to speak with you again. I'm really happy to be here. And the conversation was good. We almost answered all the questions. I think we did a good work talking about our experiences. It was a good conversation.
Great. Henrique, I think it's your second time here with me again. How was the conversation for you?
Hello, Isabella. Yes, was my second conversation, and was very great. I think that we improved our English conversation, and we learn a lot too, because we received many tips of our friends, our colleagues here in this room, and for me it was very useful.
Yes, we always learn something different each meeting, right?
Yes.
Great. I wish I could ask for everyone, but I think we are running out of time. We only have 1 minute, so I'm going to send you to the chat the link of YouTube of our conversation. If you want to watch it again, or send it to your family, to your friends, for whoever you want. Please feel free to do that. We need every time more people to know TNT. And I thank you, Sen Garcia. I hope to see you next meetings. And I hope you guys can come more time here. And please feel free to send us a message on YouTube or stuff like that for us to keep continue how can I say that, doing improvements on TNT. Okay, so if you need something, I'm always here. So thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope to see you guys next week. Okay,
Thank you.
bye
See ya.
guys.
you.
See
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thank
Good
you.
night.